So that was how that went. Oh, that was how $300 went like that, because I wanted to learn how to use this thing. Well, I've forgotten what it's even called itself. Because I wanted to learn how to use that what is the thing called? Something chat. I've forgotten the name of that chat like that. ODM, Dome chat, and footprint chat. That's what I wanted to learn. And I paid about 300. In fact, when he said it was $300, I didn't even think twice. Me or TN, no. I paid it because that was what I wanted to learn. And eventually it took my money and I didn't learn it. In fact, I felt so discouraged and so sad because I never thought that somebody who is driving a car that is worth $100,000 will be that heartless and callous and steal money from somebody that is struggling, clearly struggling. It was a very discouraging ordeal for me. But I was actually lucky that I got over it. I mean, life goes on, right? And I'm sure that I'm going to be a profitable trader. It's just going to take me time. But that whole experience actually changed my mind. Actually stopped seeing profitable traders like people that have arrived. I saw them as normal people, and I also saw them as people that are also subjected to um the same amount of temptation that everybody have, like regardless of how much they show that they have. Even $1 is important to them. And some of them are even really callous. They are heartless. They don't care. They don't care how they get the extra grand. So it's for me, it was a bad experience. And so choosing to actually go for another training because I wanted to really learn range theory on gold. I wanted to perfect my gold trading skill is a step that I thought deeply about before actually taking, and I am looking forward to this training. I am really hopeful. I'm hoping that this training is going to be um a great training for me. I'm hoping that there will be something. I'm gonna get something out of it. I'm really looking forward to it. Now back to the agenda for today. So basically, I just want to do my market analysis, live stream it, speak about it, and share it online. I've made up my mind to always do market analysis every day. I don't care what it's going to cost me. I will always analyze the market every day because I discovered that it's actually one of the things that made the difference for me. For the past 2 weeks, I've been analyzing the market every day, and it's been really helpful. And it's something that I want to turn into an habit, something that I want to do consistently. It's something I want to do consciously, something I want to do deliberately over and over again, because I know that if I continue to do this, it would really help me to gain ground and to really understand how the market is. And I've decided to also share my analysis on YouTube as well, just to keep me committed to this right, like to keep me committed to this decision. As I make this decision, is to keep me committed and to ensure that I'm grounded in all of this. So I will start with let me open the stuff up. I will start with gold. I'll start with gold as usual. I've been avoiding gold. That's just the truth. I've been avoiding gold. I've been avoiding gold for a very long time, and the avoidance have still. I mean, the avoidance is still standing. Like I'm still really avoiding gold, but I will just analyze the markets right now. So I think that gold is just going up. Looking at this, I was expecting retracement at 316. Price retraced for a while. It just retraced about 100 pips. It retraced about 100 pips before shooting back off. But I didn't actually take any. I don't think I took any gold trade last week. I didn't take any gold trade last week, and I didn't lose money like that. I mean, I made a loss last week, but when if I had taken a gold trade, I wouldn't have made the money that I made last week. So I am actually grateful to God that last week was a profitable week as well. And I had a lot of help. And even with myself, I'm still learning and I'm getting better at it. Now, looking at gold, gold has broken this resistance here. So there's going to be a retracement. I'm sure there's going to be a retracement this week. We're going to have a retracement this week. We're going to have a retracement this week. It's my prediction I would have a retracement this week. That is what I'm predicting. We're going to have a retracement this week because if we don't have that retracement, there's every possibility that we're going to break 3,500. But the thing about gold is that Trump is the one ruling this market right now. The man can actually drop a news and everybody will want to buy. He can just come drop one news like that and everybody will want to sell. So I'm expecting a retracement from gold this week, even though gold has been bullish for a while. We've just been experiencing quite a lot of retracement over the month. So I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm looking forward to that as well. I'm expecting a retracement on gold this week. So I won't be spending a lot of time. I won't be spending a lot of time because we've gotten to this is an area of support right here. This is a support level. And since we've had that sweep to the upside, we've had a sweep. Like this is a sweep. This is a sweep right here. We've swept this liquidity to the upside. And this is like a very, very strong area of resistance. So I'm expecting a little bit of a retracement before probably breaking this 3,500 barrier, before breaking this zone. I'm expecting a bit of a retracement this week. So if I want to enter possible entry point would be here. Possible entry point would be here. This area right here. Possible entry point would be this area right here. This breakout block. If gold retraces, this is going to be a possible entry block. That's 3422. 3422 because this is a liquidity sweep right here. We've experienced a liquidity sweep right here. We've experienced a liquidity sweep and I'm expecting retracement to the downside to this area right here. I'm expecting a retracement to this area right here. That would be today, this week. So if this retracement, if this zone can hold, we will break this 3.5 this week. But if this zone doesn't hold and Trump decide not to release, like if Trump just decide to keep quiet and not tamper with the market this week, we should break this zone this week. But if anything else happens, we would be coming down. We'll be coming down to a psychological level, possibly 3,400. We'll be coming down to a psychological level if this zone doesn't hold. We're coming down to a psychological level. Because gold has been bullish, we've just been experiencing a couple of retracement over time. Gold has been bullish for a while. We've been experiencing a couple of retracements over time. Now that one is for gold. I'm not really particular about gold because I'm still learning to trade gold. Of all the trades that I've taken on gold, it always ends in tears. It's usually always ending in tears for me. So I am still learning to get good. I'm still learning to get good at trading gold. Now I'm moving over to NAS 100. NAS 100. NAS is actually bullish. NAS is bullish. NAS has been bullish for a very long time. In fact, SP 500 reached ATH last week. I think it was around 6,500. It crossed 6,500. That was a new all-time high for SP 500. So it's been actually bullish. It's been bullish. The reason why I don't take NAS trade is because the challenge account that I take NAS trades on, it's like they've made the pair less volatile. So it doesn't have the same effect as trading BTC. It doesn't have the same effect as trading gold because it's not as volatile as it is. Like the volatility trading NAS 100 in the challenge account that I currently have, I can compare it to trading NZ pair. It's that less volatile. It's really, really, it's not really it's not really volatile like that. So I can actually take this trade and hold for a long time. And at the end of the day, the money that I'll get from it won't be that much. The money I'll get from it won't be that much. The money I'll get from it won't be that much. So, but it's one of the reasons why I don't really take NAS trades like that. And another factor is that I don't actually understand how NAS moves. It's like NAS usually break most of the laws. I'm actually thinking of crossing over to futures trading by the grace of God next year. I just want to be able to see the difference between trading forex and trading futures. Based on a research that I took, people say that trading futures is actually better than trading forex, but it's still a research that I'm still taking because I'm trying to really fully understand the market. Now that's NAS. Now moving over to BTC. BTC last week, I was actually hoping that price would come back to this point where it engineered liquidity before coming down, but price did not enter this POI zone. But price did not enter this POI zone. Instead, it um reacted from this other block right here. Though I actually marked that zone out as well. It reacted from the other block. And I was so fortunate that a pro trader last week actually confirmed my suspicion and it just gave me the balls to enter the market. So as soon as I saw him confirm it that that was a possible sell zone from, immediately I entered it because I was actually looking at that zone to sell from the order block on the 1 hour time frame. So it gave me the balls to enter the trade and immediately I saw it, I entered it and this trade actually played out well for me. Even though I didn't hold to the end of the market, I actually closed at this region. As soon as I was seeing a retracement, as soon as I was seeing this retracement right here, immediately I closed. I closed because I actually didn't know if it was going to break this low. But for the fact that this low got broken, then this thing is bearish. Is bearish. Is bearish. We're still bearish on I still bearish on BTC. I actually took a buy from this zone upward yesterday, but it didn't hit my TP. It actually didn't hit my TP. It went up for a while, then it came back down. It moved up about 100 pips, then it came back down. I'm currently looking at closing that buy order, but I'm expecting a retracement, a little bit of a retracement, because once a low is swept like that, once there is a sweep, there is every possibility that this thing would go up, that price will go up once there is a sweep. So that's what I'm actually banking on, that price would move up a little bit before we finally experience that continuous fall. So that's what I'm currently looking at right now. That's what I'm currently looking at. But this zone is a very, very good zone, a good buy zone, because this is double double bottom right here, and price already gave this upward movement. So if this thing can hold, I think my trade would be a little bit valid. But I've been holding this trade. I've been holding this trade, even though I edged it this morning. I've edged the trade because I'm looking at price would come and form kini here, head and shoulder. Price is going to come and form head and shoulder at this region here. That was why I decided to edge it. I decided to edge my trade. Price is coming here to form head and shoulder before we break to the top. There's going to be a head and shoulder formation at this area before we break to the upside. That's why I decided to edge the trade. When I saw that formation, I decided to edge the trade. So that's that on gold. Gold is still bearish. I mean, that's that on Bitcoin, BTC. BTC is still bearish. BTC is very, very bearish, extremely bearish. But a lot of people are actually looking to push price upwards. So this movement is completely normal. This movement is very, very normal. It's normal. This movement is normal. This movement is normal. So now coming to GJ, I'm going to take GJ analysis from the weekly. Then I will move to the daily. Now looking at GJ on the weekly time frame, this is like a liquidity sweep right here. This is a liquidity sweep right here. Now, the reason why I called it a liquidity sweep instead of break of structure is because when candle closed, the candle didn't close with a body up. It closed with a wick. Candle closed with a wick. It didn't close with a body. So that's why I called it a liquidity sweep, because there's every tendency that we're coming down. There's every tendency that price is going to sell. There's every tendency that price is going to sell. This right here is a double bottom on the weekly time frame. Double bottom on weekly time frame right here. And we're going to move from the weekly to the daily right here. As you can see, price is just dancing around that area. It's just dancing around that area. Price is dancing around that area. Though it's customary that after liquidity sweep, price will sell. Price is going to come down after liquidity sweep. But price has been like dancing around that area. After this double bottom last week, instantly started pushing back up. So it's like don't know what price would do eventually. Though a lot of people are actually betting on a bearish move, like a change of character, because on the lower time frame, there is a change of character on the lower time frame already. I've seen a change of character on GJ on the lower time frame, but when you move over to the higher time frame, it's still there's a change of character right here. Price actually took about three lows. Price took three lows, and it hasn't broken this eye. This eye is still solid. This swing eye is still solid. And if this swing eye still stands next week, it's actually confirms that there's going to be a downward movement. The movement is going to be downward. Now this right here is double bottom. I'm gonna have to go down to see if there's a possible entry. Oh, I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything in the 1 hour time frame. If this is liquidity right here and this is also liquidity, price swept this liquidity and it began to sell. Let me go down a little bit to see. Okay, so there's a liquidity sweep. I went outside to get my food. So I want to eat as I'm actually creating this video because I'm hungry. I went outside to get my food. I ordered for a meal. I want to eat as I'm creating this video because I'm hungry. Oh. Okay, so um now looking at it, this might actually look like a good zone to sell from, but to me it's actually not clear. It's actually not clear because the way price has been moving on GJ, it's not a sharp move. It's really not a sharp move. It's just coming down like that. It's not coming down. It's not a sharp move. It's just coming down. So, um, in fact, I don't even know where to enter from. I'm to take this trade. Okay, this right here is liquidity sweep. This one here is break of structure. This is break of structure right here. This is a break of structure. This is a break of structure. That one up is liquidity sweep, a break of structure. So if I want to enter, I have to enter with liquidity as well. So if price actually starts say buying from here, I'm gonna believe that the next target, the next target will be here. The next target should be here. I mean, the next target should be here. I mean, this thing isn't clear. It's not clear. Okay, moving on to 15 minutes. Sweep here, sweep here, sweep on this side, sweep. It took this eye, it swept this liquidity as well. I think price wants to go up a little. Price wants to go up a little because price have been rejecting. If it wants to continue, it would have actually continued when it entered this other block, continued like down, down, down. Then it swept here. It's actually swept this area. It swept this area right here to move price up to the upside, making this place the TP. GJ is bullish. GJ is bullish. GJ is bullish. Even though a change of character have happened on the lower time frame, GJ is bullish. GJ is bullish. And I'm just looking forward to how this week will be. I'm looking forward to how this week will be for GJ. It's looking very, very bullish to me. GJ is looking bullish. Because ever since it entered this zone, it's been making a series of higher highs. It's been making a series of higher highs, and this swing low is still holding. This swing low is still holding. So GJ is bullish. But the change of character happened on the lower time frame. The change of character happened on the lower time frame when the swing high on the weekly time frame got swept. It created a change of character. But I don't actually know how strong it is because there is no change of character on the higher time frame, only lower time frames. Only lower time frame. I was expecting price to take this low. Because price haven't taken this low. This low still stands. This swing low still stands. And it's a very, very strong swing low. So for this swing low to still stand, and it hasn't been taken, we're still bullish. GJ is still bullish because that swing low still stands. So JJ is bullish. Then GC is bearish. I'm going to start analyzing GC from the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, on the weekly time frame, GC swept this eye, it broke structure. GC on the weekly time frame, GC has changed from bearish to bullish on the weekly time frame, but on the lower time frame, it's still on the lower time frame is still what is it called? Another time frame is still what is this thing called? It's still bearish. It's bearish on the lower time frame, but on the higher time frame, we've experienced a change of character. Now moving over to the daily time frame, you see that price is actually dwindling on the CISD. This is change instead of delivery for higher time frame for the weekly from the weekly time frame. So price is still dwindling on this support and resistance zone. That is why I said GC is bearish, because I'm expecting price to, in fact, price have already hit it. This is where I was expecting price to come to. If price wants to push to the upside, it's from this area that we'll know. If price wants to push to the upside, it's from this area that we'll know. Because looking at this, a change of character has happened on 1 week on the weekly time frame, and this is the daily time frame right here. We've experienced the sweep right here. This is a liquidity sweep and a break of structure to the upside. This is a liquidity sweep and break of structure to the upside. So if price can really react, hold its reaction from here and break this one, if we can break this area, it just confirms that this is going to be a buy something. Yesterday, last week I opened a sell position to this area, but I wasn't tagged into the trade. I wasn't tagged into the trade. Now, when you look at it clearly, you see that price have already approached that zone. Price approached that zone. And when it got to the zone, it started rejecting. Immediately it got to that zone, it started rejecting. So it started rejecting. It started moving up. We go to 4 hours. There'll be a POI. There'll be liquidity closed. Now that is it. So it actually started rejecting as soon as it formed double bottom with this. It started rejecting immediately. So if this zone can hold, if this zone can hold, there's going to be a push up for GC. But if this zone doesn't hold, because a change of character from bullish to bearish have happened already have happened in first in 15 minutes time frame, 30 minutes, 1 hour. It's clear that a change of character has occurred in that time. For it in weekly and on the daily time frame is still clearly bullish. So if this zone can hold, we will still be in a bullish trend. We're still being price is gonna push up. But if this zone doesn't hold, we're going to come down. Price will be coming down. If this zone can hold, we are going to experience a push up. If this zone doesn't hold, price is coming down. Price is coming down. Now, if I have no entry point for this, I just have to wait to see what price do. I have to wait to see how price would react. I just have to wait to see how price will react. So there's no entry zone for me on this. There is no entry zone. There's no entry zone for me on this. No entry zone. There's no entry zone for me. There's no entry zone for me in this. So I'm actually bearish on GC. My bias will actually change if this zone holds. If this zone can hold, my bias will change. But I'm bearish on GC because the clear change of character um has happened on weekly, on 1 hour, 15 minutes, and 30 minutes. Now I'm moving over to JBPNZ. JBPNZ is I think there's gonna be a retracement. JPPNZ is bullish. If I go to the weekly, if I go to the weekly time frame, yes, it's actually it's bullish. JPPNZ is a bullish, it's giving us a bullish structure, a very, very clear bullish structure. So if I move from weekly to the daily time frame, it's still bullish, glaring. Like it's glaring. So glaring. So the best entry for GN would be a bullish skinny. Would be bullish, would be to buy. The best entry would be to buy. The best entry for GN would be to buy. To be around here. The best entry for GN would be to buy. So this is just like a mild retracement. This is just a mild retracement that we are experiencing. So I'm expecting a buy from this region. I'm expecting a buy from this region. I'm expecting a buy from this region. Buy back to this area. Yeah. Take that eye. And this also looks like a very, very good entry. But I don't know if it's gonna hold. This looks like a very, very good entry right here. But I don't know if it's going to hold. I don't know if this is gonna hold. So if I move from 4 hours to 1 hour, this is what it looks like. This is a very, very solid reaction zone. I just need to keep my eyes on GU. I need to keep my eyes on this pair because it hasn't tapped into the ship. This is FVG right here. FVG. Oh, it taps into the FVG. It taps into the FVG. I'm bullish on GBPNZ. I'm bullish on GBPNZ. I'm bullish on this pair. I'm very bullish on this pair. I'm bullish on this pair. GBP CHF it's been bearish. It's been very, very bearish on lower time frame. And I think even the higher time frame. So if I go to 1 week, see it's been coming down. It's been coming down on 1 week. So what I'm gonna do is to put a kidney here, put a symbol here as the swing low. The place that are targeting swing low. Also use this as a swing eye. I'll use this as a swing eye. Yeah, swing eye. So if I take this gang box to mark out the swing low and swing eye from here like this, price actually tapped into the premium and discount premium zone. So there's every possibility that price would actually take this low. Price would take this low. Price would take this low. So if I go from weekly to the daily time frame, if I go from weekly to the daily time frame, selling, if I go from weekly to daily time frame, oh Jesus Christ, or more, more. This low will be taken. Price is going to take this low. Price is going to take this low. Eventually, price is going to take this low. Eventually. This is very, very bearish. GBP CHF is a very, very bearish pair. GBP CHF is a very, very, very bearish pair. It's clear on the weekly time frame. It's clear on the daily time frame. It's clear on all time frames that it's bearish. So like that. So price is reacting from this zone. Price is reacting from this zone. Yeah. I just need to look for where to enter from. Where to enter is sell order from. Yes. If we take that area as our inducement, higher time frame inducement, including the next POI beside it is the FVG. The next POI beside it is the FVG. We have both FVG and a mitigation block beside it. Now this is a mitigation block instead of a breaker block because this eye will not sweep an eye. That's why it's a mitigation block instead of a breaker block. If it has swept, it's going to be a breaker block. I'm expecting price. If price can come to this zone, I'll buy. I'll sell. If price can come to this zone, I'm going to sell. Let me set limit. Set alarm. Set the alert. If price can come to this zone, I'll sell. I'm going to sell if price can come to this zone. It's just going to be like that. Like that. If price can come to that zone, I'm going to sell. I'll sell downward. So if price can come there, I'll sell to take this low. If price can come there, I'll sell to take that low. Because price is reacting from this block right here. Price is reacting from this block right here. And price actually reacted to reach this zone, this block as well. If price wants to keep pushing up, it would have pushed up from this zone up, but price wants to come down. And because price wants to come down, it's best to look for a sell entry. So I've set alarm. I've set alarm here to be notified. I've set alarm here to be notified when price actually comes in cross that zone. So I will get notified. Now moving to GU, GBP USD, cross, okay. This is liquidity sweep. This is liquidity sweep. This thing is also giving bearish structure. I lost money to GU last week. I think my SL was around 15 pips. I lost money to GU. In fact, I'll start from the weekly time frame. I'm going to start analyzing this from the weekly time frame. Now this is double bottom. Let's just call this double bottom right here on the weekly time frame. This is double bottom on the weekly time frame. This is double bottom on the weekly time frame. And if you look at it on the weekly time frame as well, you see that actual price is bearish. Price is actually bearish. But when price crossed this zone, and tapped into this region, we've been experiencing a series of sell action. When price tapped into this region, we've been experiencing a series of sell action. Last week I opened a buy position last week, and it was clearly giving me a buy structure. So I kind of opened a buy position last week, and so I ate SL. Like price actually did SL. I think I lost about how much did I even lose? Actually, I know I lose money. It was giving me buy structure. So this is weekly. So we move from weekly to daily. We'll move from weekly to the daily time frame. Now this is a daily time frame right here. This is a break of structure. On the daily time frame, this is a break of structure. But the way price is moving on GJ is the same way price is moving on GU. The same way price is moving on GU. As you can see, we've been dwindling on this around this zone right here. We've been dwindling here. So once price formed double bottom in this area, once price formed double bottom here, once price formed double bottom, it immediately started selling. I think this should be a sweep. It's just a man isn't straight in drawing lines. This should be a sweep. This should be a sweep. So once this stop happened, we've been experiencing a series of push to the upside, and then price actually swept this high. Price swept this high. So once price swept this high, we had a bit of retracement to this area. We had a bit of retracement to this zone right here. We had a bit of retracement to this zone. Yeah. So price actually swept this liquidity and it started buying. But the buy structure hasn't been making sense for me, at least. The buy structure hasn't been making sense for me. The buy structure hasn't been making sense for me. So this is it. Yeah. It formed a liquidity. This is a liquidity sweep. It swept it. It's actually not a break of structure. So I'm expecting price to sell. If price can take this low, if price can take this low, if price can come back to take this low, I think we're going to be experiencing a sell. And if price can take this high, we're going to experience a push to the upside. So it's like price is just moving in limbo. It's a limbo-ish kind of movement. Price has been moving in limbo. Price has been moving in limbo. Price has been moving in limbo. Price has been moving in limbo for a while. So I took a buy from this region. I guess I entered on time. I entered too early, I mean. I entered too early. Price will want to take this eye. Price will want to take this eye. Price will want to take this eye. Once price can take this eye, once price can take this eye, once price can take this eye right here, this eye right here, once price can take this eye, um, I think would have a significant retracement. If price can take this eye and tap into this zone, tap into this zone. I'm gonna sell it. I will sell it. If price can take this eye, tap into this zone. Okay, let me use the gang box to see something. To see the premium and discount zone. Ah, Jesus Christ. Now, when I actually use the gang box to check the premium and the discount zone. Um, it's actually just made everything very, very confusing for me. My everything extremely confusing. Extremely confusing for me. So, price sweat is liquidity. Price sweat this liquidity area right here to push up to the upside. While pushing up, it's actually reacted from this zone. It started liquidity and it came back down. And it came back down. And price has actually been pushing down. And the push down emanated from the fact that on the higher time frame, it experienced a sweep of liquidity already. And price is trying to retrace. So price actually retraced to this zone to form double bottom. And ever since it formed double bottom, it's been pushing price to the upside. It's been pushing price to the upside. And once we form this double top and we experience the sweep of liquidity, we add a bit of a retracement down to this liquidity zone. This liquidity zone right here. And ever since we swept liquidity into the POI, FVG, there's an FVG here. Price started pushing to the upside. Normally price is supposed to take this eye. Price is supposed to take this eye on a normal level. On a normal level, price is supposed to take that high, but on the lower time frame, we've experienced a change of character. We've experienced a change of character on the lower time frame, a change of character to the upside after the downward movement, change of character to the upside, and also in this region as well. Price is still bullish. GU is still bullish. That means my analysis last week was on point. It's just that I had an issue with my entry. GU is still bullish. Omo. GU is still bullish. My analysis last week was on point. It's just I had issues with where I placed my entry. So GU is still bullish. I'm actually predicting that price is gonna take this eye. I'm predicting that price will take this eye. That's my prediction. But I just don't know when the eye will be taken. But I'm predicting that price is gonna take this eye. I'm predicting that price will take this eye. But I don't know when the eye will be taken. On GU, price is still bullish on GU, at least on the higher time frame. On the higher time frame, price is bullish. Because when I go down to 1 hour, price is still bullish. Price is still bullish. And we can see it's actually evident on in the fact that this low is still holding. This low is still holding. Most of all these lows are still as strong as ever. Most of all these lows are still as strong as ever. So if I want to enter for this, it's gonna be bullish. It's going to be to buy. It's going to be to buy. If I want to enter, it's going to be to buy. And this is a very good entry right here. This is a good entry. This is a good entry right here. So there are times that on the higher time frame you experience a different market movement than on the lower time frame. That's why swing trading can be a little bit at attack field. Can be a little bit problematic, especially for me. Oh my god. On the higher time frame, on most of charts I actually looked at today, it's given a bullish structure. But when you move over to the lower time frame, you would be getting like a bearish structure on the lower time frame. So that's one of the reasons I try to avoid swing trading, because the truth is that if you're swing trading, looking at that, you will just see that your money is going up, your money is coming down, your money is going up, your money is coming down, your money is going up, coming down. But till you actually go down to the lower time frame, you won't really see what is going on. That's exactly what is happening to GUA. You see, when I was looking at it, I was very, very confused because last week when I wanted to enter, I was looking at it as from a bearish standpoint. The price was actually giving me bearish stuff, but then I got taken out. I got taken out. Price actually took me out. It hit my SL, so it took me out. It reached the zone, and then it went back up. And GA as well. So GA and GCHF, GBPCHF and GA, they're moving almost the same way. They're moving almost the same way. GA and GBPCHF, these two, they move almost the same way. Almost the same way. I was targeting a sell entry. I actually was targeting a sell entry on GBPCAD. That's right. I missed my entry. I missed my entry. And for GA, I was able to take a sell trade on GA. And even though I reduced my TP, it eventually hit the original TP that I had set on mine. But I was grateful that at least I was able to get a quantifiable amount from it. I mean, I'm satisfied whenever market give me something. It's better to win to eat it's better to end close an order in green than to close an order in red, regardless of if it's TP or not. Right now I'm just learning contentment because I'm just learning contentment. I just need to see green. If I see green, I'll be satisfied like but now I actually want to try breaking even from time to time instead of closing, breaking even from time to time. I want to try breaking even from time to time. I want to try breaking even from time to time. Do 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 do. Okay. Now wow. You see this move right here? See how price is clearly it's like it's accumulating. It's like the price is accumulating. It's creating this kind of confluence. It's like it's accumulating. Looking at the 2 hour time frame, price is accumulating. It's just going up and down. It's accumulating. But it's bearish. GA is bearish. And we've experienced a change. This right here is a change of character that happened. This is a change of character that happened. But ever since a low got taken out, price has been accumulating. This is it right here. It's creating something like a confluence. Started here like this, like this, like this. Search here. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna end today's thing. I'm just gonna end it here. I'm going to end it here. So the plan is not to take a trade tomorrow and just see what the market is doing. My plan is not to take a trade tomorrow and just see what the market is doing. So I won't be like staying up at night. The trade I wanted to take oh god, life can be just so funny. The trade I wanted to take the last time eventually played out, but I wasn't in on the trade. It was heartbreaking, but I'm grateful that I haven't been a victim of gold. I haven't been a victim of gold for the past 2 weeks. I think I intentionally abstained from trading gold. So regardless of how obvious the move is, I try to just close my eyes and just overlook it because God have taught me life lessons that I cannot forget. Serious life lessons that I can't forget. So basically, that's the end of today's market analysis. That's the end of today's market analysis. I don't think I'll be taking any trade tomorrow. I'm gonna wait for the market to tell me where it's going to, because looking at this is a very good entry right here. This is a very good entry. This is a good entry, but I'm looking at price. Price would take this low. Price wants to take this low, because if I set premium and discount here, if I set that box in here, price is reacting from the premium zone, and once price reacts from the premium zone, like that, there's every possibility that it's gonna take the next low. There's every possibility that it's gonna take the next low. So this is the low that price will be targeting. So if I want to enter for this GA, I have to look for a sell entry. If I want to enter for GA, it has to be a sell entry. So if people are buying from this zone, tapping, if the people someone tapped into the other block right here, and they're trying to push price to the upside, they'll push price to the nearest liquidity, which is this zone right here. They'll push price to this zone right here, and if they push price to this zone right here, there's bound to be a bearish movement after liquidity sweep from the zone. After TPs have been taken out, there's bound to be price movement to the other direction. So my prediction on this is that price wants to take a low from here. Price wants to take out one low in this area. GA is very, very bearish. Price wants to take out this low. Let me calculate pips if I can see entry from here. 200 pips. Oh my god, that's a lot. 200 pips is a lot of money. 200 pips is a lot of money. So basically, I'm just gonna wait for market to open. I'm gonna wait for market to open. I wait for market to open before I start doing some things. So I will analyze the remaining pair tomorrow by the grace of God. I'll analyze the remaining pair tomorrow by the grace of God. But looking at the stuff, it's looking okay. It's actually looking good. It's looking good. I have some limit orders set, even though I'm a bit concerned. I'm a bit weary. Like for this limit, I have a limit order. Yeah, I set the sell limit order from this zone right here. But it's like price is avoiding it. Price is avoiding that zone. It doesn't want to hit my POI. Price has been avoiding this POI for a very long time. So I would just, I think I'm just going to cancel it. I'm just gonna cancel it. I'm just gonna cancel it. If I make this a swing high, I make this the swing low, and I bring out this box to give me the premium and the discount zone right here. This is premium right here. This is discount right here. The overall price is bullish. The overall flow of the market is bullish. So it's equilibrium here. It's sold to the downside. There's every possibility that price is going to take this high in this move as it's going. There's every possibility that price is going to take this high as it's going up. So I think I'll be doing myself a lot of favor if I cancel that order, because I was actually expecting a sell. I was expecting a serious sell, because this is price has given an obvious change of character in this area. This is a liquidity sweep here, liquidity sweep. Then this eye I've been holding ever since the liquidity sweep happened. Nobody has price haven't swept it yet. So that was what gave me the impression that price is still bearish. The price have changed. It's still bearish. So far it's created a new eye without taking the previous eye, which signifies that the eye is still standing. It's what actually gave me a bearish impression. But price don't want to move. Price don't want to move. So let's just end. I'm gonna end this video with this. Like, I am actually looking forward to what is going to happen tomorrow. I'm looking forward to what will happen tomorrow. I'm looking forward to what will happen tomorrow, because I am not seeing anything to enter. I'm not seeing any entry. I'm not seeing any entry. I'm not seeing any entry. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow to see what tomorrow would give me, to see what tomorrow will present me. Yeah, I actually took a sell from here last week. I saw a QMR entry. I took a sell. I took a sell from this area. I took a sell from here. So it gave me 30 pips. Thank God I closed because price eventually reversed. Even though I'm convinced that this EU wants to sell. I'm convinced that EU wants to be bearish. I have that convinced. I'm very, very convinced that EU wants to sell. I am so sure that this EU wants to sell. So in a situation in which I make this the protected eye because it's obviously protected, and looking at the side right here, if I make this the protected eye with this sweep here again, make this like this inducement. That's an inducement right there. An engineered liquidity, I mean. This is an engineered liquidity right here. Price wants to sell. Price actually wants to sell. EU wants to come down. EU wants to come down. This stock wants to come down. I closed my trade last week. I will enter a trade. I'm gonna enter a trade when market opens. I'm going to enter a trade when market opens. And I'm going to enter a trade when market opens, and I will set my TP above this eye. I'm going to put my TP above this eye. I'm sure that price is coming down for EU. I'm sure that EU is coming down. I'm sure that price is coming down, yeah. I'm so sure that price is coming down, yeah. I'm sure that price is coming down. Even though it's giving this bearish vibe, but we've experienced a change of character. These eyes have been standing. We've been getting a swing eyes, consistent swing eyes without any of the strong eyes being taken, giving a bearish vibe. And price have already entered premium zone. This is a premium zone right here, so I'm expecting it to sweep down. I'm expecting it to sweep down. So that's all I have for today. I would have to wait tomorrow till tomorrow to see how price is moving. So see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for sticking with me. Bye.